Good morning. I was wondering why you were starting at 9:26, and now I know why. That was a lot. I am here with Dee and Joy from the OSU Extension Service. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And it's springtime, which means it's time for flowers. And Master Gardeners has a lot going on. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so each year the Oregon State University Extension Service trains Master Gardener volunteers throughout the state. And we have just completed the Tillamook County training. And this year we were excited. We graduated 27 new Master Gardener volunteers.
That's awesome.
That's a great number. And those Master Gardener volunteers complete 66 hours of training from experts in the field, and then they volunteer in our community helping answer home horticulture questions. And so this year, they are now working at the OSU Extension office, and people can bring their gardening questions in on Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday from 12:30 to 4:30. Mm-hmm. And if that doesn't work, you can always call or drop off a question, and then they'll look at it when they're in the office.
And we should say the office is on the corner of 4th and Laurel, right?
Correct, at 2204 4th Street. And if you need to call us, our number is 503-842-3433. In addition to our office hours, we also have Master Gardeners go to the Tillamook County Fairgrounds where we have a beautiful learning garden. Mm-hmm. And that's just inside the main gate. And they work there every Thursday from 9 to noon. And you can drop by there and talk to a Master Gardener, too.
Cool. Yeah.
In addition, as soon as the farmers markets start, we will have representatives at farmers markets. Not every week, but they're there either every other week or once a month in all three farmers markets in North, South, and Central County. Mm-hmm. So the Master Gardeners are there. They're excited.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
We are.
And in addition to our 27 brand new people, we have about 40 people that have recertified that continue to volunteer for us. So we have about 67 Master Gardener volunteers that are trained to answer questions. And then we have another 30 or 40 people that are also involved with our association.
Oh, wow.
So we have over 100 people that are active in the Master Gardener Association each year.
That's very cool.
And one of the activities that we're planning that's coming up is our spring home and garden classes. And this is actually a set of classes that's open to the public. So if you missed the Master Gardener training, you can still come get your fix of some gardening classes. Mm-hmm. But we also offer some home classes and some general interest ones. And these are sponsored by the OSU Extension Service. And this year, our spring classes are on April 23rd. And they're held at the OSU Extension office at 4th and Laurel. And some of the classes will be at the First Christian Church. Mm-hmm. So this year, we have quite an array of classes. We begin at 8:45, and they go through 2:15 on the 23rd. So the classes include things like backyard bird feeding, which is being taught by John Castile. And it's an introduction to feeding your birds. There will be a class on water gardening, ponds, plants, predators, oh my. And some of our Master Gardeners are teaching that, Rick and Janet Anderson. And I'm teaching a class on instant flowers, just add water. And this is a class about growing flowers from bulbs, rhizomes, corms, tubers, so dahlias, daffodils, all of that kind of thing, and some more exotic ones as well. And then we have our home track. Chris Roberts is one of our Master Gardener volunteers from Neatarts, and she's teaching a class on herb baking and cooking. Mm-hmm. And then we're bringing Nancy Clifton, a Master Food Preserver from Washington County, to come over and teach a class on drying foods. And food preservation has really took off in the last few years again. And food drying is a great way to save all that produce and stuff that you grow each year.
Right. Yeah.
I know one of my office staff has been drying zucchini and making it into chips with just a tiny bit of seasoning.
Yeah.
And so she brings those to work, and they're really good.
Good to know.
We also have a class on planting herbs, and in this class, you'll get to make an herb planter that you'll take home.
Oh, nice.
So there's a little extra fee for that. Each of the classes costs $7. And then we have a third track that includes a class about invasive weeds, and it's being taught by Brad Mead, who's from the Soil and Water Conservation District. And he's new to our community and a real asset. He's helping the folks out there deal with all these invasive weed problems that we have. And so you can actually bring in your weed sample and he'll help identify it.
Oh, wow. And then maybe give you some tips on how to get rid of it?
Yes, exactly.
Interesting, yes. Because, I mean, I know what not daffodils, dandelions, I know what those look like.
Exactly.
But maybe not other weeds.
And then one of our brand new master gardeners is going to be teaching us about plant Latin and Greek. And even for master gardener volunteers, Latin and Greek names are a little intimidating. But she says it's much easier than we think. So Katya Bazantz is going to be teaching about that. And she thinks that we'll come away with a great deal more confidence. So we hope you can come to those classes. And this year we're doing something sort of exciting. We looked around and we realized that several of our master gardener volunteers are published authors.
Oh, interesting. Very
So
cool.
we just added a Meet the Authors program that's going to be during the lunch break, which is from 12 to 12:45. And some of our authors include Joan Catulli. She's the author of Home of the Wilderness, Prisoner of the Second Grade, and The Romance of the Natartians. And then we have Karen Keltz, and she's written Sally Joe Survives Sixth Grade. And Neil Limry is a retired judge, and he's an active volunteer in one of our Master Gardener programs out at the Oregon Youth Authority. We provide horticulture training for them, and he also mentors out there. So he's written a book, Mentoring Boys to Men, Climbing Their Own Mountains. Deb Lincoln is another master gardener, and she's wrote Agnes Cannon's War, which is a historical fiction based in the Civil War. And Michael McEwen Randall has written Becoming Human, A Servant of the Map, and Into the Unknown Country. So you can come by from 12 to 12:45 and meet the authors, and some of them may have some books available as well.
Very cool. So we should recap that that's Saturday the 23rd, which is not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. Lunch is not provided, so if somebody's coming, they need to bring their own lunch, correct?
Yes, and they need to pre-register for the classes, and you do that either you can go to the Extension Service website, and to find that the easiest way is to just put in your search bar OSU Extension Service Tillamook. Yeah, and
It's kind of a long URL.
it is. It's awfully hard for people to catch it and write it down.
Yes.
And the other option is to come by our office and register there. Now, a couple classes have filled up. So the herb baking and the planting with herbs are already filled. So some of these have limited space. So
Gotcha.
register soon.
Yeah, and you're encouraging people to register by this week, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know that you have it listed as tracks, but do you have to stay within that track you can jump around different classes?
Definitely. Yeah, you can sign up for any of the classes.
And for $7 a class, I mean, I think they're all hour-and-a-half classes, aren't they?
Yes,
Except
they
for
are.
Lunch
Yeah.
is 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But $7 a class, you're getting a lot of information for that.
Right. And the Meet the Authors program is free, and if you just want to drop in to go to that, you don't have to come to any of the regular classes.
Oh, very cool. And I assume they're just going to be sitting there wherever you guys are having lunch.
Yep.
Right? I know you're sitting over there struggling to not choke, but did you have anything you wanted to add, Dee?
No, the classes are excellent. And I'm going to talk about the plant sale.
Okay, let's take a quick break, and we're going to talk about Roby's furniture, and then we can come back and talk about the plant sale. You don't buy furniture every day, so it just makes sense that when you do invest in that new sofa or recliner, that you're paying the best price possible. The same goes for that mattress or your refrigerator. At Roby's Furniture and Appliance, you'll find the top name brands, Maytag, Frigidaire, La-Z-Boy, Lane Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, and more, all under one roof, all at low, low prices. Roby's offers high-volume pricing and selection with small-town service and a smile. They have something for every price range and every taste. And don't forget, Roby's offers free delivery to veterans and active duty military. See them right now for great savings, serving the folks who call the coast home. Roby's Furniture and Appliance, Astoria, Tillamook, Lincoln City, Newport, and Florence. So we're here talking with the OSU Extension Service. And Dee, we're done talking about the classes?
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So April 23rd, go talk to the ladies at the OSU Extension Service. If you want to get some little information about how to plant certain things or grow things and create ponds, all kind of cool classes. But we also have the Master Gardener sale coming up, right?
We do.
Or Master Plant sale.
It's spring, and on May 7th, from 9 till 2, the Master Gardener plant sale will take place in the 4-H FFA Pavilion down at the fairgrounds, and it is an extravaganza.
It's a plant extravaganza.
It is. The help desk will be there, so Master Gardeners will be available to help you in your selection, as well as maybe you want to find out where this plant goes, or does it need sun? Does it need
how
shade?
much water does it need?
How much water? Will it fit in my yard?
How big will it get? Yep.
Exactly.
That's always a good one, yeah.
Because as Joy says, it's 3 times the size on the label is what it's going to get here.
Oh, good to know. Yeah.
And also our famous yard sale, garden yard sale, will be held. And it will be, the plants are all grown by the Master Gardeners. We just planted
So they're local.
They're local. We just planted up or replanted 400 tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
So tomatoes are going to be very prevalent and they're very healthy. We also have local vendors participating.
Oh, great.
So it's not just a plant sale, but there are vendors that are going to be here, and those include the Tillamook High School FFA, and they're going to have their infamous hanging baskets, which are just beautiful. And One Green World is going to be there. They're going to have trees and miscellaneous shrubs. They're out of Portland, I believe, and they are a huge nursery. Oregon Youth Authority will have annual starts. Ethel's Fabrics and Crafts, fresh eggs, aprons, and rugs. Naughty But Nice, outdoor furniture, planters, and yard decor. Salmon River Greenhouse will have succulents. Pottery by Young, ceramics and yard art. Bruley Creek Woodworking, cedar boxes, chairs, trellises. Honey House Farm, locally harvested honey and handmade mosaic pieces. Edge of the World, knife sharpening. And Just for the Birds, handcrafted birdhouses and planters. Wilson River Pottery, handmade pottery and yard art. Lighthouse Garden Art, and that's yard art is doing lighthouse garden art. And the Tillamook County Library will have the bookmobile there to keep the children occupied if they don't want to be in the plant sale. And Carmel County Kettle Corn. So there's going to be more. It's going to be a family outing. The plant sale is gorgeous. It's going to be wonderful.
Well, and it's a great, you can go get everything you need for your yard, the information that you need to, if you're looking to, I know we have a hillside that we can't get anything to grow on it, and it's just a dirt hillside, so maybe I'll send my husband down. He can go figure out how to put something up there.
So it's no longer just dirt.
Right, and I'm tired of looking at a dirt strip in my backyard.
Now, we're also sponsoring a canned food drive on the same day. So we're suggesting a donation of canned food.
Sure.
For coming to the yard sale. Or to the.
Is that for the food bank?
It's for the food bank.
Great.
For the plant sale. And
because admission is technically free.
It is
right?
free. Yeah. But we are asking that people bring their own wagon because you load it up. And there will be help getting it out, and there will be a hold area so that when you're shopping, you don't have to carry all of your purchases or your selections with you. So.
Great. Yeah, it sounds like I need to go visit.
Oh, yes,
for sure.
Definitely.
Not only just for the plants, because it's flowers and trees and vegetables and all those kinds of things, but then getting expert information on the best way to grow them and the pests that you have to deal with, because I know we grew tomatoes last year and And I'm already killing aphids off my roses and all that kind of stuff. Man, they're annoying.
And you might find that special pot at the garden sale.
True, yeah. Or some nice yard art that I want to put out in my yard.
Exactly.
There also will be a section on native plants.
Oh, nice.
So that's something that's not always available. And one thing we do want to say is we appreciate the support of our community tremendously, and we want to encourage everyone to continue to shop at all of our local businesses. That we have local nurseries and landscape businesses and stuff, and this is a one-day event, and we know you won't find everything you need. What I find is that if I shop one place, I shop lots of places.
Oh,
so
sure.
We sure encourage people to continue to do that. And the proceeds from the plant sale is used to do so many things for the Master Gardener chapter. One of the things we do is this year we are providing a scholarship to TBCC for their Agriculture and Natural Resources program. So that's a college scholarship. We provide scholarships for people to attend activities, Master Gardeners to attend activities. So it also is used to support a lot of the projects that we do, including the Learning Garden and our work at the Oregon Youth Authority. So it's a real important event for us, and we sure hope people come. I will say, having been out there the last few years, that it is amazing how many people come through the door when it opens, which is at 9 o'clock, right,
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
And by 11, it's amazing how much stuff is already left.
Oh.
So
Get there early.
Be there early.
And we have a wide variety of lots and lots of different kinds of plants, but usually not a big inventory of each kind.
Sure.
And we know we won't have everything that everyone's looking for.
Right.
But there again, if you don't find it with us, then please go out to our local nurseries and they may have it.
Well, and I would think maybe somebody there would probably know someone who would, if you're looking for a specific type of tree or something, I would think that there might be a resource of knowing where you might be able to find that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and there are some other plant sales happening that day. So we expect there'll be some people that'll hop around from one to the other. So
Sure.
It should be a really great gardening day.
Yeah, I know I've seen, just driving around town, well, not in town, but, around the county, I've seen signs out for, plant starts. And so I know a lot of people are getting those going, and that those sales are going to start going up.
And it is the
becoming
Saturday
more
before
prevalent.
Mother's Day. So it's time for that special gift for Mom.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I guess, Mother's Day is, I think, the 8th, right?
The 8th.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's early this year, just like Easter was.
we'll have that special gift.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe a nice hanging basket or something
Exactly.
like that from the FFA. And then we also wanted to briefly talk about 4-H, I believe, right?
Correct. So the OSU Extension Service has lots of different programs, the Master Gardeners being one. Another one is our 4-H Youth Development Program. So we offer out-of-school educational experiences for kids. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll be hosting the 4-H presentations and foods contests at the OSU Extension office. And the presentations contest, the kids anywhere from kindergarten through high school can participate, and they either do demonstrations, speeches, or other impromptu talks. And so on Friday, it's from 3:30 to 6 p.m., and the public is welcome to come and watch if they would like. On Saturday, it's from 9:30 to 5, and Sunday, it's 9 to 3. And this is for 4-H members, and they did need to pre-register. So most of the time slots are filled. We're just really excited. We've had a real growth in the number of kids wanting to participate this year.
That's great. I was in 4-H when I was a kid, and it was fun. I did both the agricultural part. I had raised a sheep, and then I also did the home economics part and did baking and sewing, and it was really fun. And I did a presentation on how to make an orange Julius. And then everybody got to drink some.
Well, and what we hear from teachers and people in the community is oftentimes they can tell our 4-H kids when they get into school.
Sure.
Because they usually are better at public speaking.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not a requirement to do this, but many families strongly encourage their children to do so.
Sure. It really is a skill that not a lot of people get the opportunity to do. Mm-hmm. And then when you're forced to do it in school, it can be a little terrifying. So to do it in an environment where it's not so big, it's not a big auditorium, or it's not your big classroom, it definitely helps for sure. Yeah.
The other thing I notice is that when we start kids young, then they get through some of the jitters while they're still excited about getting the opportunity to do new things, and they're not as worried. So it's something that we certainly encourage the kids to start. That's why we allow our Clover Bud members, and those are members that are usually in about kindergarten through third grade, that we allow those kids to participate too. And they're participating in a non-competitive program, but they'll be getting constructive feedback.
So you do have kindergartners and first graders do it?
Yes.
Oh, how cute is that?
And they do some amazing presentations. And then our traditional 4-H program, members must be 9 as of September 1 to join the regular 4-H program. That's usually about 4th grade. And so those kids are in a competitive program, and they could be selected to go on to the state fair.
Oh, wow.
So then they get to go out there and show their stuff.
Yeah, very cool. We are going to take a quick break and talk about Tillamook Motor Company. Okay, this is the time. Tillamook Motor Company is definitely the place. Why? Because this is Ford Truck Month, where you can save big time on Ford F-Series, the #1 selling truck in America for 39 years straight. How does that keep happening, you ask? Because of trucks like Ford F-150 with game-changing innovation, like high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body, making it up to 700 pounds lighter than the previous generation. Yep, and it doesn't stop there. F-150 is also the winner of a 2016 Kelley Blue Book 5-year Cost-to-Own Award. And if you're looking for a beast, look no further than Ford Super Duty, delivering best-in-class standard horsepower and torque. This is the time. Find your truck at Tillamook Motor Company on the friendly corners of 5th and 7th on Main in downtown Tillamook, a better place to do business. We are just about wrapping up time here with the OSU Extension service. I know we also wanted to talk about some of the adult programs you had. Did we cover everything for 4-H that you wanted to
I wanted to talk about a couple more things real quickly, if
sure.
I could. First of all, on Sunday, this coming Sunday, we also have a new contest, which is a 4-H table setting contest.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We were talking about that.
Yeah, and that's going to be 3 o'clock this Sunday, and that'll be April 17th at the Extension office, and the kids will demonstrate their skill at table setting. And I know I was surprised not too long ago to go somewhere where adults were setting the table, and they had no clue even what silverware to put on. I mean, like that you might actually want a knife and a fork. And so the table setting seems to be a lost art, but they are teaching it, and it can be really fun for the kids because they have a nice theme and they set a really pretty table. Another program that's coming up is there is a 4-H after-school program called One and Done, and they're going to do a different topic each month, and the 2 topics for this series, one will be paper crafts, the other will be beading. So the first day is April 19th, which is Tuesday after school from 3:30 to 5:15 at the Extension office. And the second date will be May 17th, and the fee is $20 for 4-H members. And if you're not a 4-H member, then you have to fill out the enrollment, and there is a fee for that. Mm-hmm. We will be having our summer day camp flyer ready by the beginning of May, so it's not quite ready, so check back with the Extension office. And we also have our 4-H summer camp and our 4-H summer conference at OSU programs coming up, and you can contact the Extension office for more information on those.
And what's the Extension office's number?
503-842-3433.
Seems pretty easy.
Yeah. And just a reminder that if you're in the 4-H Horse Project, your leases are due by April 15th.
Friday.
Yeah. So a couple of things that are happening for the adults is everybody in Tillamook should know that we're in the middle of the Year of Wellness.
Yes.
And this month, the featured mover monthly mover project is called Walk with Ease, and Nancy Kershaw, my coworker, is directing that program. And it's a program to help you improve your overall health through walking. And it's a program where you get some educational information and guidance, and they also get together and walk together. You can contact Nancy at our office to register, and they do orientations. The next one is Friday, April 15th from 9 to 10 a.m., and then there'll be one on Sunday, April 17th from 1 to 2 p.m., and so a person could come to those even if you weren't pre-registered.
And walking is a great way to get exercise, but sometimes it's really boring walking by yourself. So that's a great program. Maybe go out with a group of people and visit. And yeah, it's motivation. People keep you accountable to go out, and because it's easy to go, well, I don't want to go. It's kind of cold outside. I don't want to go walk. And exactly. You get someone knocking at your door calling you, hey, where are you? Okay, fine.
And the thing that's nice about this program is the Tillamook County Fairgrounds has been gracious and lets us use the big indoor building. So they got the walkers go upstairs and walk up there on days when the weather's inclement.
Yeah, that's great.
And when it's nice, they walk outside. Last week they went to Kilchus Point.
Oh, beautiful place.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can walk rain or shine, and you're with a group of people on a level surface. So it's safe, and you're getting an education to go with it.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of walking, we have another program coming up. It's a pasture walk at Onion Peak Dairy up in Nehalem. And this is an opportunity to go out in a pasture. It's for small farmers, and it's an opportunity for them to learn more about their pastures.
Oh, interesting.
And so it's not just about, dairy. It's about, whatever you might want to graze on your pasture.
Right. And the soil makeup and stuff like that, maybe?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And so you can contact Emily Vollmer. Her phone number is 541-908-3829, or you could contact the Extension office for more information. So this is tomorrow, April 12th, from 10 to noon. And we appreciate the radio's been advertising that for us.
Good.
But just a reminder, check in with us if you want to go to that. And it's free. There's no charge for it.
Oh, great. And what time did you say it was?
It is 10 to noon.
Oh, 10 to noon.
Tomorrow.
Gotcha. Wow, we covered a lot. Do we have anything else we need to cover?
Not this week.
So there's a lot coming up with you guys. I mean, I know it gets to be summer, and then everything goes crazy with camps and 4-H and fair and all, everything.
Oh, there is something I'd like to bring up.
Yes.
The Master Gardeners are having their garden tour on...
at the fair?
No.
This
is their garden tour that's going to be held. Their gardens are south of Tillamook and kind of centered around Hebo area. And it's going to be on Saturday, the 16th of July, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This will be a self-guided tour, and passports will be available beginning May 7th. They'll be at the plant sale as well as the Pioneer Museum.
Oh, great.
And I believe they'll be at Hidden Acres as well as down at Bear Creek Artichoke.
Very cool.
And it's a wonderful tour, and these are the hidden gardens in the hills behind or around Tillamook. And so this is a chance for people to get out and see some of the beautiful gardens that you wouldn't see otherwise.
Sure, yeah, because they're usually not sitting alongside the road.
Exactly. They're hidden.
Right. They're hidden off the road.
And it's a great way to spend a beautiful day in July.
Yes.
There will be an historic tree route also included. So it's going to be more than just a garden tour.
Awesome. And if you need to get a hold of anybody, you can call OSU Extension office at 842-3433, right?
Correct.
Or you just stop in and get more information on all the great activities that you guys have coming up.
Or go on our website.
Or go on the website, yes. Best thing to do is Google it, because the URL is really long.
It
kind
is.
of confusing.
But we also both have Facebook pages. So
true.
TCMGA
yes. You can look them
and
up on
the
Facebook.
Oregon Extension both have Facebook. So
great.
Yes.
Well, we are out of time. Tomorrow we'll have the Reinhardt Clinic here. Don't forget, there's a Tai Chi class from 11 to noon on Mondays at the North County Recreation District in Nehalem. Also, senior meals, 11:30 at St. Mary's by the Sea in Rockaway Beach every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and noon every weekday at the Community Center in Pacific City. Cost is $3 for seniors and $6.75 for everyone else. Tomorrow is the last day for free tax aid tax assistance from 3 to 7 by appointment at the library. And just a heads up, because I found this out this weekend, taxes actually aren't due on Friday. They're due on Monday the 18th. So just, if you're freaking out about Friday, you have the weekend. Saturday from 9 to 2, Siuslaw National Forest and Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife are hosting a family fishing day at Hebo Lake, which is 4 miles northeast of Hebo. And then there's also auditions for TAPA's upcoming comedy. You can get more information on TillamookTheater.com. Thanks, ladies, for coming in.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to say happy birthday to Vicki Anderson, Mike Breed, and John Bolton. I sometimes forget those to do birthdays. Well, I hope you enjoy your afternoon, and thank you, Tillamook, for listening.